Hey y'all, Clairvoyant Jess here, and I just wanted to take some time to, speak about tonight's lunar eclipse, along with the fact that it is a supermoon. It is going to be a full supermoon that is going to be the closest orbiting moon to the Earth in 2021. So there's lots and lots of stuff I've been seeing out there that I'm like, what? Why would you even say that? That's not what we need to be doing. So felt like I was going to share a little bit about kind of some do's and don'ts, and along with some messages for each sign, and lastly just a spirit-led message that was given to me that I feel like is important and really maybe could help somebody else at this time. So the first thing that I guess we'll say is that do get ready for some spiritual upgrades. If this full supermoon is actually going to be in the sign of Sagittarius, which is a very knowledge-seeking sign, and it's going to spark a lot of your desire to expand your horizons, embrace, in any of your mystical side, anything that's going to be any sort of mystical-minded adventures, and it'll have you feeling very spiritually connected. So, embracing that energy would actually be a good thing. The don't is don't stay in your comfort zone. Definitely step outside of your comfort zone and feel okay doing that for this full moon. So changes are going to happen quickly during lunar eclipses, and so all zodiac signs should be ready to embrace any sort of life's twists and turns, even if it's means stepping beyond your usual boundaries or the comfort zone that you usually choose to stay within. So staying in one place, literally or even figuratively right now, is going to keep you from growing. Don't do it. So the next one is do practice moderation for this moon. So it is the full moon can form a very tension-filled square, or is going to be feeling, that's just, sorry. The full moon this time is going to be actually forming a very tension-filled square aspect with the expansive planet of Jupiter, along with it's going to infiltrate our confidence, and it's going to also have us cause us to kind of overindulge in our vices. So make sure to do things with moderation, and try to avoid taking anything to the extreme during this time. So don't do any full moon manifesting. For any of you that like to do things where you actually kind of manifest during the full moon, whether it be, certain rituals, certain things that you like to do to kind of set your intentions, or, anything that maybe a usual ritual, this is not the time. Don't do it. Unless you're just into chaos, or, you're really wanting to just roll some dice. It's not going to be a good idea, and more than likely it will go seriously awry, because there is a lot of chaotic energy that comes in with a full moon, that is especially during a lunar eclipse. Add in the fact that it's a full moon and a lunar eclipse and it's a supermoon. You just got a supercharged shit show right there, so just don't go against it. That also includes, don't put your crystals out. Don't. I mean, I've seen a lot of people saying, charge your crystals, it's going to be great. Why? Why would you do that? Why would you put that out right now? No, don't. Keep them in the house. Don't put them out. No, because that goes to the same thing. If you're setting your intentions, you're, trying to charge the crystals and give them the right energy. And unless you're into chaos magic, or if there's something that you're, really have a very specific purpose for, I wouldn't encourage it. So, not a good idea. Anyways, do challenge your old belief systems. So, the Sagittarius zodiac energy is all about growth and expansion. So the eclipse here could actually bring on major paradigm shifts. It is a good time to assess any of your old beliefs and decide whether they are still going to reflect who you are today and who you are actually trying to strive to be. So that's, a good thing for you to actually consider for this lunar eclipse. Don't go overboard with emotions. We all know that full moons can bring out a little bit of cray-cray in everybody. And they bring up a lot of really big feelings. But this eclipse connection to the growth planet of Jupiter can actually amplify emotions. So if y'all haven't been feeling that over the last few days, I'm sure that you will today. It'll actually do it even further than what they generally you'll experience with the full moons. So check yourself before you wreck yourself, and or end up just fucking up a relationship, something like that. So really try to avoid flying off the handle if at all possible, because it may not, you're gonna end up regretting it. So you add into the fact that we're in Mercury retrogrades. It's either started or we're right out there where it's starting. So I'm just trying to remember what date exactly that was going into, where it was going direct. But anyways, we all know that that's going to also have issues with communication, especially communication that's done through technology. So add in the other aspects and could go bad. So beware of clouded judgment. So during this lunation, that the romance planet of Venus, which is also tied with a lot of communication planet, or is also tied with the communication planet of Mercury. They're going to actually square off with a very elusive Neptune, which is going to really confuse the matters of the mind and the heart. And we may not be thinking clearly in those areas, and you could be making really, really shitty choices. So be careful. All right, so those are some of the do's and don'ts. And then when it comes to the signs, for Tauruses, the message for you is about the way that you're investing your time and energy and emotions. It's going to say a lot about how your success is developing. It's time to think about whether you're actually allocating resources in a meaningful way. Take time to settle any debts and make wise financial investments. You may also want to rethink any sort of boundaries in relationships and allow changes to spark a deeper transformation. So really the big message I'm getting for Taurus is all about your time, energy, and emotions. And that it will be very beneficial for you to think about those situations right now for your best interest and success. Gemini, those people are going to be in the midst of a very unexpected changes, and it's encouraging you to grow as a person. There is a chance right now that you're actually, that some of your relationships are not meant to go into the next chapter of your life. If you find yourself needing to say goodbye to someone important, embrace the inevitable and just know that there will be other relationships that are coming for you in the future. And don't hold on to ones that are no longer serving you in your life. So, Aries, if you are, you might be seeing things in a new perspective at this point, and it is it's as if you're taking a step back and actually considering the whole view instead of actually obsessing over all the tiny little details. So, y'all also have a lot of opportunities that are going to be aligning in your favor, and you need to have an open mind about where you're headed to next. So really be okay to embrace the spontaneous, Aries. So Cancers, you're going to actually be blindsided by the realization that your daily routine and wellness habits are not supporting your best self. It's going to be time to rethink the way you commit to your day-to-day life, reconsider your priorities, everything from health, work, and your overall perspective to wellness. Really, it takes some time to also nurture yourself through any sort of practical action. Really, the big message I'm getting for Cancer is finding ways to nurture and take care of yourself. Leos, Leos are going to be feeling a very deep desire to express yourself artistically. You may be embracing the fact that the fears and inhibitions that are preventing you from tapping into your creativity have no place in your future. And it's going to be time to make a more meaningful commitment to honoring your creative side, so that you can actually fulfill your purpose and not feel like, you're pulling up sticks when it comes to what you need in life, financially, and with, also just supporting yourself. So Virgos, your personal life is actually probably feeling a little bit of shock waves of change right now. These changes are generally going to feel like They're rocking your living situation as well as your family dynamic. However, the bottom line is that you're actually being encouraged to create the home that you've always wanted. So really, you need to create a home that is filling the environment with love and with privacy and sacredness that leaves you feeling very safe and protected. So, hang on, I have my notes on another page, so give me 1 second. All right. So, Libras. Libras are going to be, you feel a desire to get something off your chest, and it's finally say what you've always wanted to say. You have a voice for a reason. Use it. Say what you have to say. It's going to give you throat chakra issues if you don't just spit it out. So have the courage, to commit to expressing your ideas and your thoughts. Remember that to use your words to manifest, your reality and your visions for a better future. I jumped right over to Scorpio instead of Libra. That's because, the Scorpio in me was just like, me first, bitch. But no, sorry. I guess that's the Scorpio in me. So anyways, Scorpios, though, you might be coming to terms with any sort of abrupt and meaningful changes in financial issues. You may be forced to reconsider the differences between what you want and what you need. And you don't need materialistic things to prove you're successful and worthy of admiration. Also, it says it's saying that it's an important time for us to set financial goals for our to reflect our deeper needs. Okay, fine. But anyways, I got the message loud and clear when I was getting that one coming through. Sagittarius, prepare unexpected changes. So to occur in any aspect of life. These changes are going to may feel random, but ultimately they're designed to lure you out of your comfort zone and force you to embrace your destiny. So the universe is actually, the universe is needing to intervene and place you on the path that you're actually meant to be on. So sometimes we always think that when things don't go the way that we want them to go, it's not that we get all pissed off, but it's the fact that we're being led to another path that's supposed to be better for us. So just embrace it and, understand that it is for your best interest. So Capricorns, you are you may be parting ways with pain that you've actually been harboring within. And there's a strong chance that you've been holding on to a lot of wounds from your past. All right, so you're human. It's okay. But now it's going to be time for you to actually engage in something like therapy, healing, spiritual rejuvenation, finding ways to set yourself free from the past and also to release any sort of negative emotions so that you can actually be able to release those inner barriers that are holding you back, and they're really honestly limiting your path in life because you're trying to, like, I guess it's like holding on to a burlap sack of shit that you're just hanging on to. And it stinks. So let it go. Put it down. Aquarius. So Aquariuses are going to be forced to think more carefully about whom you choose to spend your time with. Your friends and associates have a lot of influence on who you become, and it's time to choose your people a little bit more carefully. So maybe time to actually work with more like-minded individuals towards common goals. And Aquarius, just know that you do have the power to start a revolution if you chose to. So, and none of us need a revolution. I think we've all been through enough shit over the last little bit. Anyways, Pisces. Pisces, your career's possibly going to be experiencing critical moments right now. You are dealing with abrupt shifts in your professional trajectory that you probably weren't expecting, but these changes are actually pushing you to a new career path that is more goal-oriented for you and is going to help you and be more in line with your dreams of what you really want to fulfill and what you want to accomplish. So even if you're feeling a little bit far behind, trust that the better opportunities are cooking and they're coming and they're working out. And so trust that and embrace it and know that everything's working out for your best good. So hopefully that was helpful for y'all with a little bit of do's and don'ts. My big message on those is just don't put your crystals out. Don't do any manifesting. Listen to some of the messages. Some of them may be a little bit intense, but just understand that that's okay. It doesn't always have to be all like, look, we all know that I don't blow a bunch of smoke and, bullshit. I'm just going to tell you how it is, and that's just the way it goes. So, now, the message that I had from Spirit that was led to me was one that I think is super, I guess, important. And it goes hand in hand with what some of these messages were. And how often do we allow shit to sneak into our life that weighs us down, which pulls us down, which keeps us in places that we're not meant to be? And I was told the devil speaks in whispers. That's right. The devil speaks in whispers because, if he came in full with guns blazing, then you would possibly shut him out real quick because you saw him coming. But if you don't see him coming and he can sneak in like a ninja, then he kind of gets in there and he can kind of make a way in. But so when he's whispering, it's when he's saying, you're not good enough. You can't make it. You can't do it. You are going to fail. You don't deserve that friendship. You don't deserve that relationship. Look, any shitty message that you could possibly think, the devil's speaking to you in whispers. And the only thing I can tell you is that there's, you've got to be aware of those whispers. You got to know that that is not the divine that is actually ever trying to limit you or hold you back. When you hear those whispers, what are you going to do? Do you buckle? Do you sit down and do you give up? Do you keep yourself in a trapped space, negative minded, so that you can actually, and that you stay trapped in a place that's lower than what you actually deserve? And for God's sake, y'all, if y'all hear the dog in the background chewing her bone like she's like committed to it like nobody's business, I'm sorry. But she's back there, going ham on a bone. Sorry. Anyways. But just know that. Just know that the fly. Okay, sorry. Squirrel. I'm seriously ADD. Anyways. I just want y'all to know that those things, when the devil comes in, when those lower vibration entities come in, they want to keep you trapped in a place that's less than what you deserve. They want you to buckle. It just gives them a better opportunity to dig their claws in. And if you don't believe in the devil, that's fine. Low vibration entities, low or negative energy, whatever it is that you believe. I don't care what you believe, what you call it, how you call it. It all exists. It all exists, and it can all affect you so massively in your life. It's your choice, though. Do you want to sign up and say, yeah, I'm just going to let that happen? I'm just going to sit down and let it go? Are you going to stand up and say, that's not what I was sent here for? That's not what I deserve. That's not what I'm going to allow. And stand up for what you deserve. I hope that this has touched somebody. I hope that it has helped someone. I hope that this reaches the people that it needs to reach, because I know that there are people out there that need to hear that message. Because the devil, the lower vibration energies, they're whispering to you. They want you staying stuck. Or even just some of the other messages that have been out there in the, woo-woo world with, some, misinformation. And I don't think people do that intentionally. I don't think they, really, truly mean to misinform people. But it happens so much, and I could not sit by and let anybody go and put their crystals out and then wonder why all of a sudden their crystals were feeling all kinds of weird or whatever. So, anyways, I will. This is my Woo Woo Wednesday post, so I'm not going to be sharing any Woo Woo Wednesday tips on my Facebook page today, because this is it. But I will see y'all tomorrow for the Thankful Thursday reading. and we'll share that. I'll post the card pics for the morning, and then I'll share the video tomorrow night. So I hope y'all enjoy tonight's lunar eclipse. Get outside, go check it out. Get outside of your comfort zone.